What's up, Artmore? You're always the first on these. What's up, Artmore? You're always the first. I'm tired. Artmore, I'm really tired. It's been a productive but otherwise crappy day. Willis, Richard, what's up, Chapo? I'm okay. El Pizafo, dude. You art? I'm second. Yes, you are. Trying to get in a good position to do this, you know what I mean? El Pizafo, what's wondering how you're doing with riots? Um, they passed by my work. I mean, there were people carrying flags and stuff, and, I hadn't actually heard that they were flat out riots, but, doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me anymore. But I do appreciate the sentiment, El Pistafo. You thought I might see some of it? Yeah, I mean, Louis Kunst. How did you get so big like that? Well, your mom likes to cook after sex, and it's just rude of me not to consume. So El Pizafo, Louis, learn some manners. His mom sure as hell doesn't have any. Josh from Jersey, why aren't you rioting? Louis Kunst, I understand. Why would I be rioting? I'm a white person. They're not exactly going, yes, yes, riot with us, white person. They're going, no, white person, thing for us to kill. El Pistofo, his mom spits. Yeah, on your nuts. Louis, we're making fun of his mom. We're making fun of yours. Mac09, lol, yeah. I just got home and I just turned on the air conditioning, so it's a little hot in here. It's also very humid. Willis, what are the riots about? I haven't been paying attention. I more or less assume they're about immigration. Um, Again, I heard the rioters outside my building, and we heard. I saw people carrying Mexican flags, so. El Pistafo, house dry out from cat flood? No, still working on it. I mean, I came home today and my computer didn't exactly start up like it should have. And, I've got my monitor back working. Apparently, it was the cord because the cats kept knocking the damn thing over. President Trump sent National Guard as violent anti ICE riots erupt in Los Angeles. Yeah. So it's about immigration. But I mean, look, you guys need to understand that there were sirens all yesterday. There were sirens all the day before. ICE coming in. We're a sanctuary city, Los Angeles. So, I mean, we're not supposed to be having ICE raid people. And it's like Obama actually deported a lot of Mexicans or a lot of illegal immigrants. And what we wound up having was a labor shortage. That's all it did. Awana G Kotaka. Yo, swap. El Pizafo. Hand update. I actually banged it against something today and it hurt like hell. Artmore. Hi, Pistafo. Koyatoka said hi. El Pistafo. National Guard only at Federal Building. Vic. They're everywhere. Radioactive bullet. I live. I am so pleased to see you have not been shot, radioactive bullet. Vic, what's up? Not much, really. Got a lot of notifications. Wrong pipe. Runs in my family. Got a lot of notifications on YouTube today. Which, I mean, posting videos on 2 channels now. El Pistolfo, Roof Karens. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, this is Los Angeles. We're one of the largest cities on Earth. And we've seen riots before. It's nothing new to us. But it's like one of the guys I work with, he's a higher up for the company that's adjacent to mine, was saying, I don't know why they're bothering people who are just here to work. And it's like, look, dude, we're at work. It's not really appropriate conversation, particularly because we cross companies. But look, understand something about the United States. All right? The world is supposed to be better because we exist. All right? Not just America. We're not just for Americans. The world itself is actually supposed to be better because America exists. El Pistofo, they're not here for work. Um, again, not dead sure who's being deported. I know they deported, or I believe they deported my gardener, and he came back. So, but the point I'm making is I shouldn't be discussing the riots at my work with somebody from a different company. Okay, that could be considered inappropriate. But as I say, America, we used to be the leader of the free world. And it's generally the consensus of the free world that changed when Donald Trump became president. You know, now some people may say that's for the better, some people may say that's for the worse. It's really hard to pin that down. Okay, Vic is not with Trump. Willis, but on the other hand, Americans' responsibility is not to send billions to countries for no reason. Yeah, Willis, that's true. Of course, the medical aid we were sending to Africa was not for no reason. It was to control diseases in Africa so that they don't come here, like AIDS did. That's why. I mean, you're not going to see a COVID come from America. You're not going to see a super flu come from America. You're going to see it come from places like Africa. And there are reasons for that. And that's why we send medical aid there. Now, is it screwed up that there are Americans that don't have health care and we're spending billions on Africans? Yeah, it's screwed up, but, it's a different issue. The idea, like, for example, we'll get a junkie off the street, but there are veterans who are homeless. Yeah, that's messed up, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't get the junkie off the street. It means we should do something for the veterans. And just so you guys are aware, yes, I've written my senator about, providing homes for veterans. That's a thing that I'm very in tune with. I would like our veterans to be treated better. Vic, we are supposed to be the nation of inclusion. He's endangering our lives. Yes. I mean, Vic, Trump is not a politician. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a crazy old man. And, a lot of his ideas don't make a lot of sense. Grasshopper Plus, conjecture on your part. Dude, if you don't want to talk politics, don't bring up politics. Vic, he gave Palantir a big-ass contract to surveil all of us. We're already being surveilled. I mean, yes, there's a rise of fascism in this country. Started with the Patriot Act, and it's moving on up. One of the things Hitler did was he told ridiculous lies. And the thing about ridiculous lies is that people won't believe that you can deceive them on that level. It's much like when Trump said he's going to bring coal jobs back. Well, how? We don't mine coal the way we did in the height of the coal boom. We need less people to mine coal, and we're less reliant on coal. So, no matter what you do, you're never going to bring those jobs back. You could mine more coal, but you're not bringing back the jobs that used to exist in coal. It's just no longer the economical fuel supply. So, but you do have to understand that there were Americans who were saying, I can go with Clinton, who's saying she's going to kill my job, or I can go with Trump, who says he's going to save my job. It's an easy choice. I mean, nobody wants to hear they're going to lose their job. It's just not how it is. Albeit, the loss of coal jobs is inevitable, and we need to do more to make coal workers viable in this economy. But who shouldn't we make more viable in this economy? Vic, it's easier to fool people than convince them they've been fooled. Yes, it is a psychological concept that once somebody gets an idea in their head, the idea needs to get knocked out. They basically need a catastrophic reason, And I mean, I have a lot of good friends. I have a lot of good friends who are Trump supporters. And I honestly, personally don't get it. You know, I still have to be respectful of their opinion. I personally, the things like, there are things that he does that I do agree with. Like, for example, moving the embassy, Rusty Dog says good day, moving the Israeli embassy to Jerusalem. I agree with that. I see it as Israel. I don't think Palestine ever existed. And I think those people should either be Israelis or be permitted to immigrate somewhere else. Okay? But, there's no politician I agree with wholly. El Pistafo, if things pop off, will the house be okay? Don't know. I mean, I'm in the suburbs, so pretty far from the riots. Although the house is pretty much not okay anyway. Needs so much work. I mean, the flooding ruined my carpets, but they were already ruined, so, it's like, you smashed my car. Yes, but it was already smashed. Rusty Dog, hi, L. Vic, I'm defending my house. Where do you live, Vic? Are you in Los Angeles? Grasshopper Plus, cat that bit your hand is a legend. Why have I not banned you, Grasshopper? El Pistafo, couple of minutes. Vic, I'm in the IE. I don't know what that means. El Pistafo, Rusty Dog. Hi, Vic. Vic, yo, Rusty. I mean, look, guys. If you only talk to people with like opinions to yours, you never learn anything. I mean, I was talking to the nurse when I was getting my hand checked out, and I was talking to her about religious philosophy. El Pistofo, Vic, what's IE? Yeah, tell us, Vic, what's IE? And I said, one way of looking at it is to say that maybe God created so many different people in order to, Inland Empire, all right, that makes sense, in order to teach us to love and accept all of his children. And the nurse was like, very happy about that for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand. But you know, El Pistafo, the Inland Empire is part of California. Rusty Dog, GOMD. Vic, Eastern Southern California. Yeah, Inland Empire. Some say it's the meth capital of California, but no. But like I say, I mean, I commonly talk to my friends about who are Trump supporters about Rusty Dog, girl of my dreams. Okay, that was random, Rusty. El Pistafel. Oh, never heard that. Former Mexico. Yeah, so was Texas. Vic used to be. Coken Productions. Hey, Big Pumpkin. Phil Perochi. Richard! What's up, Phil? We were just talking about the riots. As I was saying, I mean, I talked to my cousin who's a Trump supporter, and I asked her opinion. I'm never condescending when I talk to her about it because I want to know what she thinks. But I mean, it's like this. Coken Productions, Ice Ice Baby. Phil Barochi, how are you, buddy? Yeah, the riots are crazy. Yeah, the riots came right by my work. Phil Barochi, hi, El Pistofo and Rusty. Yeah, I tell you, I heard the rioting, or I heard marchers outside my building chanting, and I was like, what's that? And I didn't open the door because it's Los Angeles. But, Phil Brochi, hi, El Pistofo and Rusty, east of Russian Federation. I don't speak Russian, I can't read that. Rusty Dog, never heard of any riots. Riots are kind of new. They broke out today, I think. El Pistofo, I think President Trump is going Lincoln. I don't know what you mean by that. Vic, I live near Palm Springs. Are there riots in that area? Jeez, I thought they were just in Los Angeles. Rusty Dog, hi, Philip. Phil Perochi, holy crap, be safe, man. Do you go into work tomorrow? No, I don't. I'm off tomorrow. Vic, hell no. El Pistofo, Civil War government. Lincoln was a good man. And he believed in charity for all and malice towards none. Vic, it's quiet in my backyard. Well, that's good, given the situation. Rusty Dog says, VM, huh? What did VM say? El Pistofo, President Lincoln was a good man. He didn't puck around. Yeah. Phil Perochi, last night I saw they were in Little Tokyo. I also drove towards San Francisco Valley and saw a huge plume of smoke. Vic, what city you in? I'm actually in unincorporated territory, but I'm not far from Avocado Heights. BC Ethan, how you doing, brother man? I'm hanging in there. I tell you this much, when I get off this stream, I'm gonna look at more information about the riots. And I'm currently uploading 3 videos about wound care. I mean, do you guys want to see me unwrap the bandage? Because I made videos about that. VM, when was the last time you got a delivery? Yesterday? Philip Hirochi, what do you think about all the riots? I don't know, man. I don't think rioting's the right thing to do, but El Pistofo, Richard, I am glad you're okay. Left message in previous stream comment. Yes, I noticed that, but I was at work and I can't respond. I can't respond to messages at work. We don't have Wi-Fi, so I get very little internet traffic. Vic, SM Community Horses and ish. Yeah, it's I'm next to a horse district. You see horses trotting down the street all the time. Rusty Dog, spaghetti is homemade worms. Okay. And Pistafel, I think riots are communist plot. Okay. Didn't hear that. Willis, no please. Rusty Dog, yeah please. VM, yes please. El Pizafo, thumb taco meat full out in video. Well, you see the full thumb, yeah. I mean, you can't really, like, focus on it, but... Phil Perochi, yes, been watching your videos every day. You know, I'm trying to get back to doing 2 a day. But, I mean, life. If only I had brought my bag into the hospital. It was sitting out in the car and they wouldn't let me go get it. Artmore, hi Philip. Trend X, hello. Vic, does it smell? I had a cast last year, broke my wrist. There is an odor to it, but it's primarily the sulfur solution. El Bizoffo, that's okay, Richard. I just wanted you to know you were in my thoughts. Again, dude, I appreciate that. VM, that... What did you have for supper tonight, Richard? In and out. Phil Perochi, hello, Artmore. I mean, I have to change the bandage every day. And the doctor said I'm supposed to take the bandage off before I shower, wash the wound with dialed soap when I shower, and then bandage it up afterwards. So that's what I've been doing. Philip Perochi, hope the historic structure doesn't get damaged. It's pretty sturdy, to be honest with you. So long as they don't breach the interior, we should be fine. Vic, I got 2 cheeseburgers instead of a double. I had a 4x4 because I'm a real man. Well, I had it protein style because I'm a diabetic. But I think I showed you guys the last picture of my thumb. Here's a great one from the hospital, though. I mean, look at that. That's my thumb. All that red is blood. Philip Rochi, I ate 3 cheeseburgers on Saturday, then two cheeseburgers earlier today. Haha. I think I'm coming down with something. The wheelchair dude Caleb says hi. Willis, Vic gets Happy Meals. He like his little cheeseburgers. The wheelchair dude Caleb. Richard, my man, account got banned, so I'm on this one now. Caleb, what did you get banned for? And Pistoffel, I think President Trump is sending in tanks. He's sending in the National Guard. They may bring tanks. Willis, blood, I thought it was hot sauce. On my thumb? Phil Brochi, holy macaroni. Rusty Dog, what runs up and down the hall but can't move? A carpet. Phil Perochi, same. I keep coughing. Vic, I get hamburgers, can't afford cheese. Phil Perochi, tanks? Geez, Lewis. I don't don't know if they'd really use tanks. They might use Bradleys. Artmore, when the hell are these riots going to stop? I don't know, dude. El Pistafo, Marines are coming in next. Oh, dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love Marine Corps. 2 old ladies were sitting in bed. One old lady on the other end said, I like your honey. It's so round and shiny. It makes me giggle to see it wiggle. You better hide it before I try to bite it. Bacon Play says hi. You sound Republican. Vic, Bradley is what I operate. MOS 0313. Cool. I didn't know you were military. Artmore, I wish I can come and sleep over at your house with Pistafel and Philip. Rusty Dog, send in the Amaz. El Pistafo! Hoorah! Phil Perochi, what would Mr. Fabulous do in times like this? Well, I mean, he'd be fabulous. And, I mean, he'd probably advise the riders on how to look fabulous and how to make better signs. I mean, bedazzle those things. Get some sparklies. Also, make love and not war. It's much better to make... I mean, trust me, if you want to get in the news, have sex out on the federal building's lawn. You'll get in the news. People will see. Give peace a chance, particularly a piece of ass. Caleb, Richard, I got banned because I reported my because I didn't show them my... Okay. Vic, long retired. Did you retire before the strikers? Rusty Dog, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Phil Perochi, ha ha ha. Artmore, man, your gay voice is so funny. I never understood why you guys thought that so funny. I mean, seriously. Rockin' Robin, hello. A little dumpster fire in your backyard. Yeah, not so little. Rusty Dog, Art, does it turn on you? Or does it turn you on? The wheelchair dude, Richard, is my father figure. Okay. Art Moral, nah. El Pistafo, Art, I did a sleepover. We could clean guns and run model trains. Cool. Philip, $4.99. Thank you, Philip. Mr. Fabulous is the key to world peace. World peace of ass. Vic, 04. Yeah, I think that was before the strikers. Ashley Waston, did you put your thumb in the cat's fart box? No. Artmore, sounds like fun, my friend. Josh from Jersey, I don't think I will ever get over Macro Grande? Caleb, I broke my arm today, and it's so bad it might get amputated. Fun fact. That's not fun. Caleb, I changed my username on the account. Now it's shorter. Yes, I see. Artmore, guys, listen to me. Steak, eggs, cheese, burrito from Carl's Jr. is good, trust me. Rusty Dog, I broke my back in 5,496 places. El Pistafo, Ashley is unisex name. Oh, yes. Yes, I've seen many an Ashley, both male and female. Even met one that was both. Phil Brochi, dang, Rusty Dog. Caleb, Ashley, I hate to see your internet search history. with you talking about cat like that. VM, Ashley is probably Mr. Fabulous's government name. No, no. My name is Erwin. Erwin M. Fabulous. Phil Brochi, beans, beans, a musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. I have seen my reflection in a snow-covered hill before the landslide brought it down. Mirror in the sky, what is love? Rusty Dog, I thought unisex was what you did in college. Yes. Of course, you basically do everything in college. VM, good one, Rusty. The Secret and the Pain. Phil Brochi, I see, said the blind man. El Pizafo, more like than people. More likes than people, yes. Me. I got 12 people and 13 likes. I don't know, guys. I didn't do a live stream last night because I was just too damn tired. I came home, I was exhausted, I just went right to bed. Woke up when I had to go to work. El Pistafo, praying bang nurses show up. No, praying, I see them on Tuesday. And just so you guys know, I'm currently uploading 3 Jack in the Box reviews. A review for the Minecraft movie, a review for Death of a Unicorn, a review for It Feeds, Locked, Mickey 17, Miller's Girl, and Snow White. So, lots and lots of reviews. If you guys are not subscribed to Random Street Theater, you should be. Oh. El Pistafo, paying bang nurses to show up. Artmore, Richard, you strike me as a person who stands on their yard smoking cigars all day. I have never smoked a cigar. Rusty Dog, what is a villain's favorite sport? Badminton. Caleb, bang nurses are basically channel lore at this point, and running jokes on the channel. Phil Brochi, Jack in the Box, yes. El Pistafo, get their address. I'll fly out and we can rent short bus for visit. Ardmore, what's your favorite sport to play? Watch, Richard. I do not play sports. I do not watch sports. I am not a sportsy type person. Then, have you noticed how fat I am? El Pistafo, Caleb is correct. Phil Perucci, El Pistafo, laughing. Phil Perucci, true, Caleb. Josh from Jersey, why do you call it Random Street Theater when you do food reviews? Be honest with you, I changed the name to Random Street Theater to match my blog, Random Street Theater, and I just never changed it. It used to be Ice 9 RLN 0. Artmore, I can't find your other channel. Random Random Street Theater question mark. Well, if you Google Random Street Theater, it's not all one word. Random Street Theater. Yeah, Random Street Theater. That should get it to you, Artmore. Rusty Dog, hippie ghosts are Hyde's spirits. Well, we're more stone, man. Phil Barocci, do you like the novel Huckleberry Finn? I don't think I actually read Huckleberry Finn. Josh from Jersey, call it Random Food Theater, but I don't just do food. Phil Barocci, Rusty, haha, El Pistolfo, every time I try to sub Random Street Theater, they want to sell me timeshare. That's weird. Artmore, found it, whoa. 100k. No? I don't have 10k subs. I have about 7,000 subs. Not that that does me any good. Artmore, do you like airports? I don't have much of an opinion of them. Artmore, will you pierce your belly button for $50,000, but you gotta have it on for a year and a half, and you gotta show everyone? 50k? Yes. I will be very happy to have it out after the year, but yeah, sure. Willis, YouTube listens to your conversation. They will pop up ads on what you talk about. El Pistafo. If you Google El Pistafo, it shows up. Caleb, I'm flying you guys out to Canada for my 21st birthday on a party limo bus and yacht, and this is in a couple years, so loads of time. Plenty. I'm thinking lots of alcohol and bang nurses. Okay, yes, that sounds like fun, Caleb. Phil Barocci, Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, or Jennifer Aniston? Well, I mean, if you get close enough to Paris Hilton, your pubes start burning. So I'm thinking Jennifer Aniston would probably be the best lay, but Britney Spears is the most attractive. At least she used to be. El Pistafo. Caleb for the win. Phil Barocci. Let's go, Caleb. Caleb, and those cool guns that shoot out the dollar bills. Okay. You know, I didn't have any videos post on this channel yesterday. Wondering if I should post more today to make up for it. Rusty! What's black and white and red all over? A nun in a blender. Vic, which video of yours are you the most proud of? I honestly am not particularly proud of any video. VM, I shall take a look. Charlie Jones, Rusty Dog. Australia. Philip Barocci, full access to Area 51 or any location on Earth. El Pistofo, 51. Okay, but there's more information in the Vatican archive. I mean, let's just be clear on that. If if you could gain information, if you could gain access to any one store of knowledge, the Vatican Archive would be it. Ardmore, do you believe in moon landing? Yes, I do. If you have a powerful enough telescope, you can actually see the remains of the moon lander on the moon. Phil Brochi, same El Pistafo. Caleb, Rusty does the toilet flush opposite way for water turning if you are in the other side of the world in a different hemisphere. No. Phil Brochi, where is the Vatican again? Rome. It's where the Pope hangs out. Charlie Jones, our toilet just flushed, Caleb. Jordan Lott, yo Richard, let's party with Tom Cruise. I saw Mission Impossible, Richard's Cats for the win. Woo-ha. Artmore, I never knew that, dude. Rusty Dog, Caleb, don't know, never been outside of Australia. And Jenny will cry, but her tears will dry when I hand her the keys to a shiny new Australia. Caleb, Philip, Hirochi, the Vatican is its own country. It is the world's smallest country. I don't know if that's 100% true, but it is a very small country. Ardmore, hey Philip, can I come visit you at your state and have a nice course with you without entering anything? Phil Rochi, would you rather have dinner with Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan, or Alexander the Great? That's a tough one. Julius Caesar, I think. Caleb, it is 100% true. Google it. There's one other country that at least used to exist and had passports that was smaller, but it may be the smallest recognized country. Phil Brochi, thanks Caleb. Sure Artmore. Rusty Dog, Julius, he makes good Caesar salad. It's probably because I'm live streaming, but it's taken forever to upload these videos. It is awful. I forgot what I was going to say. Charlie Jones, Caesar salad is the best. Ardmore, I am so happy I come across Richard's channel. Okay. Full Brochi, ever seen the first In-N-Out in Baldwin Park, right off the 10, by the Harley-Davidson bike shop? Yes, many times. Caleb, would you rather have dinner with Hitler or Stalin or Jeffrey Dahmer? Well, that depends. Can I kick their ass? Because I think I'd be most likely to kick the shit out of Hitler. Rusty Dog. Charlie, not for me, I'm epileptic. El Pistafo. Richard, do you see my autograph video? No, I did not. Rusty Dog. Jeffrey Dahmer would bring us his own meat. Well, everyone brings their own meat to the right table. Caleb, you cannot do anything, you just gotta sit there and talk and eat. Stalin. Don't know what we talk. Well, I mean, they don't speak English, so no. I mean, there's not a lot of talking going on. Charlie Jones, where is old cat? Dead. He died. Well, Brochi, would you rather see a live Harry Houdini show or a live Beethoven performance? Harry Houdini. Ed Pistoffel, Bang Nurse Need Love. Yeah. Rusty Dog, Jeff Demir would change an arm and a leg. Or Dahmer, yeah. Would charge an arm and a leg. Charlie Jones, I'm sorry. Ed Pistoffel, Rusty, Caleb. They all spoke perfect English. How else you think they did peace talks with U.S. and England? Even Genghis Khan? BC Ethan, boom a bean with the sheen Jimmy Bean and got no bread, so his turtle lost the ambition to get a BBL for the Liberals at the meeting with Mr. Krabs for the championship ring. Phil Brochi, how old were those nurses, by the way, when you were in the hospital? I don't know. It's hard to gauge with Asians, but I think at least one of them was a nurse in training. So 20s, maybe late teens. VM, BC Ethan is senile. BC Ethan, just schizophrenic. There was one nurse who kind of gave me the sign, but who was like my age, but I don't I don't know. You know, it's like she wasn't very obvious about it. Rusty Dog, I'm Mr. Bean's first name scene. Oporochi, prime age for mating. Lol. Yeah, yeah. Caleb, Richard is the best old fat perv with 1,000 cats in world because he's good to talk to and seems like a good, nice person. You know, when a young woman taps you with her boob, that doesn't make you the pervert. Charlie Jones. Mr. Bean is the actor who plays him. Rowan Atkinson. BC Ethan. Richard is a sexy individual. Though I've been told. Though I've been told. VM. Do you get any plans for your 50th, Rich? No. I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. I had such bad experiences. Rusty Dog, Mr. Bean, Phil Brochi, that nurse wanted some action with Richard. Yes, she was not alone. Look, guys, I do all right with the ladies. Right? The reason I don't go out more is because I'm traumatized and I have other problems. So it's one of those. I don't want to share my problems with other people. Yeah, and that's deplorable, Richard. I'm sorry to hear that. Hmm. Not sure which what you're referring to there. Caleb, it kind of does if you like it when you are over at someone's house and their daughter does it. Dude, that happened to me and it was not cool. You know, I got boob tapped by an well, I've twice been boob tapped by underage women. And it's like, I'm old enough to be your dad. Knock it off. Charlie Jones, Richard is chick magnet. I don't know if I'd say that. Phil Perochi, same bro. El Pistafo, Richard, will they issue you M4 carbine during riots? Not likely. BM, I was referring to you're not celebrating your birthday anymore. Oh. It's weird celebrating alone, dude. Rusty Dog, L. Dirty Harry's 45 Magnum. Yeah. Caleb, do you think it was on purpose, though? Um, which time? I mean, like, look, the two underage girls that boob tapped me was 100% on purpose. I mean, one of them was like, she boob tapped me, then she showed me her ass. And it's like, gross, you're 16. And at the time I was like, 29. Then, like, the other one, like, she was 14, and I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm 99% it was intentional. But I mean, it's like she was at that age where she's, having hormones, and I have a strong hormone signature, so, I'm the most virulent man around. But I mean, you know how women are. It's like I remember I walked into this one film shoot, and there was this chick with these day glow panties, and it was like, well, she's selling somebody she's available. Then she spent the rest of the time talking about her boyfriend. It was like, did you forget you weren't single? El Pistofo, can you ask? No, I no longer have contact with either of those two girls. Charlie Jones, it's uncomfortable to say the least, especially when you ask them to stop and they don't, and no one helps you. Um, Again, they weren't that persistent. Phil Perochi, I heard RNs are the most likely career to cheat on their partners. Rusty Dog, what is a boob tap? What do you mean, what is a boob tap? I think it's pretty obvious. Chick taps you with her boob. El Pistofo, daddy issues. El Pistofo, Rusty, is it titty ramming? Phil Perochi, better to be boob tapped than see the old cowboy ass, haha. Yes, although one of the guards I work with, she's like, I can't wait till there's another banana party. I'm like, banana party? That was a man-ass festival. BC Ethan, Richard, you ever thought about dipping your big toe in industrial-sized jar of Jiffy peanut butter? Can't say that I have. Rusty L, huh? El Pizafo, I mean, ask for M for a carbine. Why would I need a carbine? Caleb, I'm a minor, as y'all know, so I can legally say this. I'd love to be that situation. I bet that was awesome. Lem experienced that exact thing. Getting boob tapped? You've never been boob tapped? How old are you? Zion Gumdrop, good morning. Charlie Jones, I've been a few persistent ones. It made me leave the place I was at early. El Pistofo, titty ramming is where they run into you. It's high and low speed. Rusty Dog, L.O. El Pistofo, because they're cool. Zion Gumdrop, where I live, it's like 2 in the afternoon. Well, where I live, it's like 1 in the morning. I used to know a guy, I had a teacher in college, who said, I wouldn't have sex with my sister because she's fat. I'd rather have sex with my mother and she's dead. I was like, why are we having this conversation? He thought he was damn funny. Joe D, you watching the riots? Just seeing the news about it. Rusty Dog, 6 p.m. here. Caleb Willis, for your information, they've had hair since I was 12. Yeah, all the hormones in the food we eat, women are maturing faster. El Pistofo, 410 here. Where are you at, El Pistofo? Zion Gumdrop. Should I be concerned? No. It's the fires were more of a danger to me. Poperochi, my professor from 2 semesters ago said violence, volcanic erection instead of volcanic eruption, and I was the only one shaking with silent laughter. Caleb, the only person who boob tapped me is a female friend accidentally who's older than me. I know it was an accident, and also my sister once, and my mom and grandma, every single time. It was gross. Mm. Jesus in the Talmud. That is a very interesting name. Trump versus Elon. El Pitafo, Buffalo, New York. Yeah, you're across the country. Jesus in the Talmud. Elon said Trump is on the Epstein list. Um, yeah. Is there anybody that doesn't think he's on the Epstein list? Because, I mean, he was good friends with Epstein. Caleb, I'm Canadian. We don't get hormones in our meat and milk over here like they do in USA where you are. Willis, old news, Talmud, come with something better. Zion Gumdrop, where I live, is 2 in the afternoon. It must have been late afternoon, she said. Give me all your thoughts on God, because I'm on my way to meet her. Tell us why we're who we are. El Pistafo, I don't think he's on the list. They were good friends, dude. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. But, he was definitely friends with Epstein. Phil Perochi, Pac-Man or Tetris? Tetris. VM, I think Trump is definitely on the list. You know, dude, again, I was really surprised by some of the names on that list. I mean, he's a Republican, and Republicans have gay cocaine orgies, so, wouldn't surprise me. El Pistafo, Caleb, parents still married? Gary Williams, Tetris, Rusty Dog. I saw a documentary about castrati singers. They castrate them to keep their high voices. Yeah. Pelperochi, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. Caleb, El Pitafo, actually, they were never married in the first place, but they aren't together anymore. El Pitafo, he was friends with lots of people. Again, dude, innocent until proven guilty, man. Caleb, Stephen Hawking was on Epstein's island. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, Einstein had 12 mistresses. Dude was, like, pimping it, but, never heard about him, like, banging little kids. El Pistavo, sorry, Caleb. Rusty Dog, Caleb Steve Hawking was fake. Phil Perochi, what did you eat from Jack and the Box? I had the popcorn chicken, the sriracha uh, mozzarella sticks, and the pink pineapple shake. El Pistafo, Rusty. Jesus in the Talmud. Wendy's or McDonald's? McDonald's. They're always rude at Wendy's. Everybody coming to the party, have a real good time. Why don't presidents fight the wars? Why do they always send the poor? Rusty Dog, Wendy's. Philip Roche, Rockefeller was a little frisky too, not sure about the steel guy. I forgot his name. Carnegie. Ed Pizzuffle, China Buffett, Miss Meow Meow. Philip Roche, Mac or PC? Definitely PC. I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier. You know, I've got more views than ever. I've got more. Got more watch hours than ever. Still not making much in the way of revenue. Ashley Watson, what you do for a job, bro? I'm a security officer. Caleb, KFC stands for Kill Effing Chicken. Philip Roche, have you ever had a Macintosh computer? Yes, I currently have 4 working Macintosh computers. El Pistafo, security guard, Ashley. Caleb. Willis, how's the old Honda Civic running? It's running okay. No complaints. Rusty Dog, took my rabbit stew back because I found a hair in it. You know, a rabbit is not a hare, right? Willis, ready to sell it yet? No. Oporochi, Rusty, haha, Caleb. El Pistafo, what? Dude did crazy. Brain rot. Said hi. Jesus in the Talmud, Rusty, Lowell, Phil Perochi, would you rather try this to survive a 9.0 earthquake or a tsunami? Earthquake. I know how to survive those. Get out of a building. Tsunamis, there's like water and stuff. Caleb. Tsunami, all I got to do is get high ground. El Pistafo, Caleb. KFC definition. Yeah. Willis, I got my floaties on my arms. Ready for tsunami. Phil Brochi, avalanche or quicksand? Quicksand, dude. You can't actually sink in quicksand. I'm too fat. I'd be buoyant. El Pistafo, I do tsunami. Ish floats. I'd be okay. Jesus in the Talmud, flat Earth or square or sphere Earth? Sphere. The Earth is round. We checked. Caleb, quicksand is easy to survive. Yeah, just lay flat and roll yourself out of it. Rusty Dog, do you guys check cyclones or is that just here? Not a big problem in Cali. Willis, Richard, can I interest you in a warm raspberry Shasta? No. Caleb, Richard, no offense, but the fat from your body could keep lamps lit for a year in a zombie apocalypse. Yes, but the zombies would find me just way too delicious. Oh, Brochi, no cyclones here in LA, Rusty. El Pistafo, cyclones everywhere, Rusty. Rusty Dog. L-O-K. El Pitafo. Well, I could... Caleb. Jesus in Talmud. What's the moon landing? Was the moon landing real? Yes. It is a well-proven fact. It's been mathematically disproven that the moon landing could have been faked. Willy Wally, your hair looks better. Thank you. Rusty Dog, yes it was. Caleb, would you rather be trapped in a room with Jeffrey Dahmer or in a bunker with Hitler? Again, I think I could take Hitler, so Dahmer would do weird things to my corpse. Philip Rochi, if a zombie apocalypse went down, what would your game plan be? Zombies are stupid, dude. They're not that hard to kill. Stand behind a fence with a lance and pop them in the head. Saddlebus, hi. Weird comments. El Pitafo, no zombie bang nurses? Okay, the whole bang nurse thing is getting a little out of hand. Syllabus, teehee. Where do you live? I'm in Rela, and it's 4:20. I live in Los Angeles. Phil Perochi, would you rather try and survive an elephant stampede or the Black Plague for 1 week? Black Plague. Caleb, fun fact. A lady in New Neighborhood is quite literally named the dirtiest sounding real name in the world. She's from Russia. Her name is Ivana Notinya. Is that really dirtier than True Cock? Because that's a name. Well, Brochi, are you afraid of heights? No. I do have a bizarre fear of suffocation. And fire. I don't like fire. But only when I'm indoors. Selbus, how's the thumb? Healing slowly. Rusty Dog, I have fear of owls. Yes, you've mentioned. Phil Brochi, interesting. How about spiders? No, I'm not afraid of spiders. I mean, I don't live in Australia, so there aren't a lot of spiders that can hurt me, Philip. Philip Rochi, I remember that, Rusty. BM, why owls, Rusty? Yeah, that's a good question. The reason I'm afraid of suffocation is because my brother tried to smother me when I was a kid. It's one of those things. Rusty Dog, VM, they are scary eyes. Mm. Selbus, that's scary. What's scary? My brother trying to smother me? Yeah, that was pretty scary. Philip Rochi, events that happen when you are young can influence us today, and that's crazy, but it makes sense. Yeah. Selbus, yes. El Pizafo. We all suffocate in on last breath. Jesus in the Talmud, do you think AI will replace us? Some of us. VM, Rusty Dog, OIC. I see, said the blind man to his deaf dog as his two crippled children ran by. All right, guys. Background picture, question mark. Um, it's actually just false color of a table, I think. Caleb, fun fact, my Chinese friend is named Sum Ting Wong. We always joke that there's something wrong with his name, and this is actually true. Rusty Dog, my brother punched my mother in the stomach while she was pregnant with me because he didn't want me to be born. Well, that's messed up. VM, how old was your brother, Rusty? Jesus in the Talmud, Rusty Dog. Wow, that's not funny, dude. Rusty Dog, VM, 6. El Pistafo, good night, Richard. So you on flip. VM, the problem with having hurt too bad, I don't think. Oborochi, what is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? I don't know. VM, see you around, Richard. I was actually going to ask which video I should post today. Should I do the BWB blood in cans or the first wound care video? But I guess you guys are all going. Caleb, average 6-year-old behavior. Yeah. All right. I think the stream is pretty much concluded. It's been an hour and 17 minutes. Willis, what you doing? Agree the stream. Uh-huh. Caleb, wound care video. VM, I'm still here, pal. Wound care. Philip blood and guts. It's blood in cans. Syllabus, okay. And Philip, I'm sorry, but you've been overruled. It's wound care. Although blood in cans will then be tomorrow. Alright, guys. So, I do believe the stream is petered out. I got a total of 17 likes, which is a little low, but I'm doing pretty good. Willis, have a good Monday, my friend. Yes, you too. Philip Rochi, good night, brother. Stay safe. Stay safe, Philip. It's an ugly world out there. Don't let it hurt you.